Let's make this awesome peanut blossom cookies following Grandma's recipe.
We're going to use 2 bowls. So we'll beat the, this is melted butter. Now this recipe actually calls for shortening. Okay, this is from my mom's day, so everything was made with shortening. We don't use shortening, which is basically trans fat. So we're just going to use melted butter in place of shortening. And it's just fine. You can use the butter.
We don't use
shortening. And that was a half a stick of butter, basically a half a cup of butter. And we're going to use, this is 3/4 a cup of peanut butter. Did I get it all out of there or what?
Yeah, for the most part.
Good enough, right?
Yeah, good enough.
This is the messy part. Peanut butter is a little messy.
Because you're going to use your strength.
Peanut butter.
I'm going to have some too.
I'm just going to start with a stir. I'll go around in a circle.
Butter and peanut butter.
Butter and peanut butter. That's it. You don't have to go crazy. A 1/3 cup of sugar.
White
and
sugar.
I'll just quickly, this is just plain white sugar. I'll quickly mix that in. And then a 1/3 cup of light brown sugar. And you want to pack it down a bit when you do brown sugar. See how it sort of comes out in one big clump.
1 egg.
1 egg.
Good.
All right, I'm beating in the egg now. This is the butter, the peanut butter, the sugar, and the egg. Okay, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Woo!
Ooh, it's a little bit more than a teaspoon, but it's okay. And then 2 tablespoons of
I'll
milk.
put a little bit back because the eggnog, it's the eggnog's fault. And
2 tablespoons of milk.
2 tablespoons of milk. Okay, milk is still fresh. What is that?
1½ cup of flour. 1½ cup of flour.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to do the dry ingredients in a separate medium-sized bowl. This is a small bowl, so that's 1 cup of.
We need 1½
That's 1 cup of all-purpose. This is a 1/3, I think, right?
Half is over there. Yeah.
1/3. That's a half, right? Yep,
Hold
half.
on, let me double check.
We're getting old.
Yeah, ½ cup.
Okay, that's 1½ cups of flour and a half a teaspoon of salt,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm. Half teaspoon.
I know I missed a little.
That's
Okay,
this
I'm not going to do a full tablespoon.
I think it's 1 small. See, it's 1.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, because her tea is very big in the milk. So I think it's 1 teaspoon.
We're going to do a teaspoon, not a tablespoon, because I can tell a tablespoon is a lot. Anytime you see a tablespoon of baking soda,
that's too much, right?
it's only for like Irish soda bread or something. It's too much. And so I'm going to use a fork and I'm just going to mix the dry ingredients. And I'm going to mix them in here actually because it'll be easier to put this into the, into this mix.
Mix the wet ingredient and the dry ingredient, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to add it all. Yeah. So I added half the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients just to make it easier. And I'm just going to mix it until it's incorporated. That's pretty well incorporated. So I added half. I mixed it up just to get it incorporated. And then now I'm going to add the other half of the dry ingredients. Now that this is mixed, basically what I'm going to do is we're going to just make 1-inch balls.
Roll in white sugar, place on a ungreased cookie sheet.
Yep.
And bake.
Now we can put parchment if we don't want to clean up the sheets later. This is Grandma's kitchen and this is Grandma. Let's add some sugar to this plate.
Okay.
We can just use our hand.
Are we going to use our hand for the
I'm just
1
going
inch?
to add sugar and I'm going to use my hand because it's easier. This is our cookie dough. You're going to take 1-inch balls. And the easiest way to do that, in my opinion, is just to use, this is a tablespoon, maybe a rounded tablespoon like this. And we're just gonna roll it into a ball.
My hands are clean, so.
It's about 1
How about
inch.
this?
That's maybe a little too much. So about a 1-inch ball. And what you're gonna do is just roll it in the powdered sugar. I mean, this is optional, but you know, the powdered sugar is kind of nice. It gives it a little bit of texture. And then just place them on your cookie sheet.
How would it? A little too fat, maybe?
Yeah, it's fine. They don't have to be perfect. I mean, you don't have to have exactly the same size, but. Okay, we're gonna put these in the oven at 375 for,
8 to 10 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes. Just keep your eye on them. As soon as these come out of the oven, you're gonna put a Hershey Kiss on. So while these are baking, we're gonna open the Hershey Kisses and get them ready.
I'll get the next tray ready.
3, 6, 9.
Yeah, 3 rows of 3.
So you just wanna make sure you have these ready because as soon as you take these out of the oven, we're gonna push the kisses into them. Make sure you buy these right before you're ready to make the cookies, otherwise they're gonna disappear.
That's what happened in this house, right? We buy them for cookie and then they're gone before we even make the cookie.
Yep, so the second batch is ready. Timer just went off. These are done. I will
Ooh,
take
look at
these
that.
out.
Let me put it.
My wife will put those in.
Set
You
the
can
timer.
set the timer. You can see there's some cracking on these. That's good. It's a good sign they're done. Now, immediately, you need to take your Hershey Kiss immediately and push them down.
That's the fun part.
You want to make sure it goes
Right in the middle.
so that the heat will melt it.
Let me do some.
You can do some.
Cool, they look pretty.
They look really good. Now you want these to cool completely, and then
Before
they're
you
ready to
handle.
plate. Okay, so these peanut blossoms have been cooling for about 10-15 minutes. They're
Yep.
these are still melty, so don't touch them. I touched one and
The one that you touched is squished.
yeah, the one I touched one, it's a little squished, but this is what they look like. They're very
so
nice.
pretty. Grandma's peanut blossom recipe, right? Peanut blossom.